there across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New York Giants. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground, and he's upended. This defense for the Bengals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open.
It's caught inside the 25. Effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Moss. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down. And they go play action now. Burrow. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
check it. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. I got you, son. Mike 28. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On third down, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. They'll run on first down with Moss. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll run for the first time with Chris Evans. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. Well, really not much secret there. Third and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because third and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 75. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. So just 3 yards on the completion there.
Receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now it's Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. First down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been excellent.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. So on fourth down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton. He spins free.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 45 yards. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this turnable, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson.
All day.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Deontay Banks with it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Goldfish. Turn it up. Check.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes this 35-0 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks up.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. Now, I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 147 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Throwing Jones. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Jones now on 3rd down. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Giants have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Gano the extra point, and it is 42-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Burrow on play action. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Off play action. Jones. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. So he had the nice run to get him down.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, "Get me out," after the run down to the end zone. He said, "I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in." And he carries it across the goal line.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Burrow. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And my goodness, another interception. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defense in front. They've got the leverage, They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On second down, here's Mixon. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Nice hit, boy.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Watch the whip. Triple right, Pacino. Triple right, Pacino. Seven Pirates.
Back to throw. Jones. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0. And oh, it's blocked. Oh, the Bengals have got him. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
58's the mic. Coming to you, coming to you.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
On one, ready? Right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yeah, that's what I do. 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Over the middle, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And now here is another interception. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now 2nd and 5.
Gold Cyclone. Shit. Ladybug. 44.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Watch the slant.
Now he's forced out right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Ladybug. Shift.
They'll give it to Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second down and goal. Jones eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them one.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. He may go.
Showtime today, baby.
He will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Jones throwing for it. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Giants.